Hello and welcome to Target Language English. Today we're going to talk about different ways in which you can use the present continuous tense. Before we begin, here's a quick recap of the structure of the present continuous tense. For a detailed explanation, check out our previous video. I'll put a link in the description box. Let's get started. One of the main uses of the present continuous tense is to talk about something that is happening right now in this specific moment. For example, the baby is sleeping. They are reading now. He is eating an apple at the moment. What is she doing? She is walking. Is he walking? No, he isn't. He is running. These are all actions happening right now, in this moment. Let's see another example. At the moment, they are sitting in a cafe. They are talking. We use the present continuous for actions happening right now at the moment of speaking. They are sitting in a cafe. They are talking. They are talking about what they are doing in their life. One of the girls says, I'm reading an interesting book about time travel. I'm reading, that's present continuous. I'm reading. But is she reading right now? No, she isn't. She's talking to her friends right now. But around now, she's reading a book about time travel. It's something she's doing in her life. Maybe she read a few pages in the morning, and maybe she'll read a few pages in the evening. It's something she's doing around now, around the present time. So we use the present continuous. Another girl says, I'm learning a new language online. I'm learning is the present continuous. She isn't learning a new language at the moment. It's something she's doing in her life over a period of time. The third friend says, I'm working on a project with Sam. I'm working is the present continuous tense. She isn't working on the project right now, but she's in the process of doing it. It's happening around now. The present continuous describes actions and situations which are temporary. The action is in progress at the moment of speaking and is happening over a period of time. But it's not permanent. It won't last forever. It is temporary. Compare these two examples. She lives in Berlin. She's living in Berlin. In the first example, she lives in Berlin, we use the present simple tense, lives. This indicates that Berlin is her permanent or long-term home. It's where she is based. In the second example, she is living in Berlin, we use the present continuous tense is living to suggest that she is in Berlin at the moment, but her stay is temporary. Berlin is not her permanent home. She is staying there for now, and she may move in the future. Let's see some more examples. He normally works in an office, but he is working from home this week. The present continuous is working describes a temporary situation which is happening only this week. She's walking to work these days. The present continuous is walking is used because the action is temporary. It's happening only these days, not permanently. It suggests that she usually gets to work another way, for example, by car or bus. But these days, she is walking to work. We use the present continuous when we talk about changes, trends, and developments that are happening around now. For example, my English skills are improving. Electric cars are becoming more popular. Many people are eating healthier. The prices of homes are increasing in this neighborhood. Social media is influencing the way people communicate. In all these examples, the present continuous describes some kind of change or development and it highlights that something is in progress and not yet finished, and it may take place over a longer period of time. We can use the present continuous with words like always, constantly, continually, and forever to emphasize that something happens repeatedly. For example, those two are always laughing. She's always helping people. We often use this structure to express annoyance or criticism about repeated actions. For example, they are constantly having parties until early in the morning. She is always making noise. He is constantly complaining. The present continuous can be used to talk about planned or arranged future events, especially when the time is already decided. We often use time expressions like tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, on Tuesday, and so on. For example, I'm meeting my friend for lunch tomorrow. She's flying to Memphis next week. We're having a meeting on Monday. Compare these two sentences. We're having a meeting. We're having a meeting on Monday. Both sentences use the present continuous, but the first one does not include a time expression. We're having a meeting. The present continuous describes an action happening right now. We're having a meeting right now. In the second example, we're having a meeting on Monday. The future time expression on Monday changes the meaning of the sentence. In this case, the present continuous indicates a planned future event. Let's see one more example. What are your plans for the weekend? I'm visiting my grandparents. In this example, the present continuous I'm visiting describes a future action, but we didn't use a future time expression. That's because it's already clear from the question that the action will happen in the future. So we include a time reference when the sentence is isolated and the future meaning is not obvious. The time reference is not necessary if the context already makes the future meaning clear. Let's quickly recap what we covered about the use of the present continuous tense. We use it to describe actions happening now, at this moment, actions happening around now, for temporary situations, to describe trends, changes, developments, for repeated actions, and we also use the present continuous to describe planned future events. That's it for today's lesson on the use of the present continuous tense. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.